You know that initial spark, right? The magic of first falling in love? It's amazing. But what happens after that? How do you actually keep that connection alive, day in and day out? Well, today we're going to dive into exactly that, the art of sustaining love. We're moving past the honeymoon phase and into the real, intentional work of making a partnership last. And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. It's not about the big, flashy, movie moment gestures. The real story of love is written in all those small, quiet moments, the daily choice to just show up for the other person. This is really the foundation for everything else we're going to get into. All right, so let's jump right in with this big idea. Love isn't some destination you arrive at, it's a practice. It's something you actively do, not just a feeling that happens to you. And that practice is built on all those consistent, intentional actions every single day. Okay, this is what's so interesting here. The way this reframes trust. We tend to think trust is all about big promises, right? But it's actually built in the tiny little things. It's remembering how they take their coffee. It's listening without jumping in to solve everything. It's just being the person they know they can count on. It's these small, repeated actions that are constantly saying, hey, I'm here. I'm on your team. This right here is a huge mindset shift. Look, the goal is not to have a relationship with zero problems. I mean, come on, that's impossible, right? The real goal is to become such a good team at solving problems that the problems themselves just don't stand a chance. It's all about facing those challenges together, making sure neither one of you ever feels like you're going it alone. Okay, to really get a handle on this, let's use a metaphor. It's a really good one. I want you to think of your relationship as a living thing, like a love tree. It needs constant, consistent care to really thrive. You can't just plant it, walk away, and hope for the best. You've got to be an active gardener. And this breaks down exactly what that gardening looks like in real life. Watering. Those are your small, daily acts of care and attention. Fertilizing. That's the power of your words, the encouragement that helps your partner feel seen and strong. Now, sunlight, this one's so important but often overlooked. It's about giving each other space to be individuals, to have your own hobbies and friends. And finally, rest. Just recognizing that you both need downtime to recharge, and so does the relationship. Okay, so if the relationship is a tree, what are the tools in our gardening shed? What do we actually use to take care of it? Well, this next part is our toolkit, some really practical, actionable ways to create happiness every day. You know, the power of our words is it's huge. A simple, genuine compliment like, hey, you handled that situation so well, or just, you look great today, that can be a massive source of energy for your partner. But on the flip side, those constant little criticisms, even if they feel small, they can be like a slow poison, just draining the life and safety out of the relationship. So be generous with your praise. It matters. Think of these 4 points as the absolute bedrock of your partnership. Yeah, you gotta be honest, but how you say it, that gentle delivery, that's everything. Personal space, like we said with the sunlight idea, lets you both grow. Those small, thoughtful actions, that's your consistent watering. And finally, just finding joy in the simple stuff. A shared laugh over dinner, a quiet morning coffee, that's what makes the whole thing feel so good. Okay, this is an absolute game changer for any disagreement. When a conflict pops up, it is so easy to start seeing your partner as the opponent. But if you can just pivot your mindset, if you can see the problem as the enemy you're both fighting together, it changes everything. It totally flips the script. You're not fighting each other anymore. You're on the same team. I mean, you've totally felt this, right? You can say the words, I'm fine, but your tone of voice tells a completely different story. And especially when we're tired or stressed, our tone can get sharp without us even realizing it. A soft, loving tone can literally heal a situation, while a harsh one can do more damage than the words themselves ever could. Now, this is subtle, but it is so, so powerful. When we just expect our partner to do things, take out the trash, make dinner, it kind of frames their actions as a duty, an obligation. But when you say thank you, even for the routine stuff, you're communicating something totally different. You're saying, I see you, I see the effort you're making, and I value you. It shifts the whole dynamic from obligation to appreciation. All right, so we've talked about tools, we've talked about trees, but what's the big idea here? What does this all really boil down to? What's the one thing you absolutely need to take away from all this? Well, here it is. Love isn't just some feeling that washes over you. I mean, feelings come and go, right? Real, lasting love, it's a decision. It's an active choice you make every single morning to be kind, to be patient, to be a team. And you make that choice especially on the hard days, the days when you're tired or they're grumpy, the days when you're both imperfect. That's what commitment is.
So let's bring it all home, back to that love tree metaphor one last time. This really wraps it all up perfectly, doesn't it? Every single day is a brand new chance to nurture your relationship. The words you choose are the fertilizer. The actions you take are the water. And every moment of real, focused attention is the sunlight that gives your love the energy to not just survive, but to truly, deeply grow.
And so I'm just going to leave you with this one question. It's not about what you did last week or last year. It's about right now. In some small way, with a kind word, a thoughtful action, or just a moment of focused attention, have you tended to your love tree today?